Okay, to me in life, there's nothing better than getting in on the front edge, at the beginning of a wave that's trying to take off. You see these people in surfing magazines or videos and everything, how they ride that wave. Or I remember I used to like to body surf a lot, and you get the wave right at the top, and then you could ride forever, until your nose gets scraped by the sand, when you wind up on the beach. And businesses are like that. I mean, there's times and cycles of businesses when things start out. I mean, just think if you had a computer business back in 1980 or something like that, and that was growing like a crazy thing, and then the phone business in the 90s and everything. Well, actually now there's another industry like that, and it's the weed industry, cannabis. 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 I don't know where I got that. But cannabis. I mean, now that it's about half the states, it's legal to buy cannabis. In Colorado now, one other state, I think, is where anybody can do it. You don't need a doctor's approval. And this is going to boom in the near future, and there's so much money going into it. In other words, people, if you have an idea for, a cannabis-related product, it's easy to get money to start your business and everything. And now they're on Kickstarter. In addition to, fat cats want to invest in the new big things. So there's easy to get money from fat cats too. But on crowdfunding, here's two guys who started this little storage. It's called a cannabis storage and security case. Because what's going on now, they're putting cannabis in cookies and candy and soda and all this kind of stuff. So little kids get it. They get a little funky when they eat this cookie. And so you have to protect your cannabis products that you have. So they invented this little safety box. It's not a box, but it looks like a shaving kit or something like that with a little lock on it to keep these products. And they're going great guns, raising money, because everybody sees that future, and everybody's trying to get on that wave in the beginning of it. And that's what's fun about life. It's trying to figure out what that next right, because the industries that are dying, and slowly going away, that's no fun anymore, because everybody's just running around trying to get the last crumbs for themselves, and they're fighting each other. But when it's growing, man, it doesn't matter. And you don't need expertise, because nobody's done any of this before. When it's here for 10 years or 5 years, you need a PhD in the subject. But not at the beginning. You need 2 weeks of experience and you're an expert. So watch this video on how these guys are starting in the beginning of this industry, and it's hot and going to take off, so watch it. Well, Sam Campbell, I think everybody is so envious of you, man. You're there in Colorado where now marijuana is legal for anybody, for anything. And you started a business. You're going to make money out of this. And the item you have is terrific. Stash Logic, LOGIX.com. And it's really to keep your supplies safe from kids and stuff like that. But more importantly, and you also got money from an incubator or to start this business, you and your partner. God, I mean, this is like a trifecta in your life of success, all happening at one time. Yeah. So this product, what came in your mind that you think that people who use cannabis need this product?
Well, it came from a lot of different points. For example, my business partner has 2 young kids around the house, and he enjoys edibles. And, these days, edibles take the form of virtually anything you can fathom. Candy, brownies, cookies, tinctures, oils. It's literally...
What is a tincture? Wait a minute, what is a tincture? I don't know what that is.
A tincture is essentially that you can put a little droplet. You can use it to apply topically on occasion, depending on the brand. And also something you can consume mixed with a drink or mixed with any food.
Oh, cool.
And it's cannabis infused. It can make anything uplift
Uplifting, I say. Well, that's right. And I mean, I think this is going to be the next big industry. I mean, what else industry do we have growing as this fast in America? I mean, you know.
Oh no, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to sing cannabis, so it grows pretty fast.
Yeah. But I mean, the industry, I mean, now that it's legal, I mean, there'll be legitimate businesses that, I mean, it seems like this is going to be a growth industry in our country for at least the next 5 years and can continue to grow. You know, housing isn't. So, I mean, what
Absolutely. I mean, I think that there's a big opportunity here to take over some of the cannabis and alcohol industry, two of which are the largest industries in the United States, and replace it with something that's safer and much more holistic for treating any ailment and for recreation.
No, wait a minute. You said it's going to take over cannabis and alcohol? Or did you say something else?
Pharmaceuticals.
Oh, pharmaceutical. Okay, right. Okay, right, exactly. And it's natural. It's not like this pharmaceutical nonsense that they're mixing in some, Frankenstein lab or something like that.
Exactly. I mean, there are similar. The way that the industry is developing here, things are quickly becoming regulated, and it's not just sort of your backyard grow operation anymore. Right. These days, these things are being tested for all of the chemical compositions of each individual strain and genetically tracked, traced, and monitored. And each plant that is regulated by the Colorado state government has an RFID chip on it, so it can measure the growth and where that plant was made, what the genetic strain is, and where it goes.
So it's like your drugs being regulated by the FDA or something like that. It's the same kind of procedure. And once we get national, the feds will want their hands in this. You know.
I mean, the Colorado state government is reaping the benefits of this, and the first $40 million of cannabis revenue for the state in Colorado went straight to education.
Wow!
And so it's money that the government can certainly use,
right?
And when they apply it thoughtfully, like Colorado is, it's going to mean success.
Well, I mean, and I get, they of course tax tobacco and they tax alcohol and all these other kinds of things that we love to put in our. And this, I mean, the data I've seen, and it's that this is even safer than alcohol or tobacco and things like that.
Yeah, when used responsibly, like any other substance, like with cannabis, it's a completely different beast. It's nothing like alcohol. It's nothing like tobacco. It has so many more medicinal purposes and so many more holistic implementations for any user, whether it be for health issues, for stress, anxiety, for ADD even. Right. There are different strains of cannabis now that are being developed legally that can treat all of those ailments without the harsh side effects of.
But your product, I mean, it's a really little case that you could have. So whatever kind of products you have, it's a little lock, and it's very unassuming and stylish and things like this that you can keep this in and have a little lock that little kids can't get in it, and that's why it's a natural. And then plus where it all is too.
Exactly. I mean, and like I was explaining, that there's so many different products on the market today. Yeah. In Colorado, I mean, you walk into a dispensary, and you see an entire smorgasbord of different types of products that you can utilize in a dozen different ways for a dozen different reasons. It's like a modern apothecary, really. Right. And once you start accumulating some of those and figuring out what works for you and what works best with your body and your mind. You start to accumulate quite a few, and it's easy to get a little scatterbrain and put them elsewhere. And it's nice to have everything in one place, and you know where it is, you know what it is, and you know that no one else is going to go into it.
Well, and you guys are taking opportunity. I mean, I guess you both had normal jobs at one time, and this opportunity came up. And not only that, are you making money on Indiegogo, selling, pre-selling, I guess, your little cases, but you also found an accelerator program that gave you extra money to start that Indiegogo campaign. So you're hooking on to everything to really do something you could enjoy and not working at that job you didn't like or sort of liked or maybe didn't like or was a pain in the butt. Now you can't wait to get up every day, huh?
That's exactly it. I mean, for example, I worked in an industry that was, pretty exciting, but at the same time, like, this one just beckoned to me, and this one said, this is something that's happening, and if we don't get on it now, then we're going to miss the train. And same for my business partner, Skip. He left a VP position at an engineering firm.
Wow.
And he's got a wife and 2 kids.
Wow.
And, the cannabis industry just said, like, hey, the train is leaving. Get on right now.
Exactly. No, I believe it. It's the only industry I could see that's growing this fast. What else the hell do we have here anymore?
It's a new one. It's like post-prohibition America.
Exactly.
It's a one in a century type opportunity, really.
Well, you're taking advantage of. That's why that school wasn't a waste of time anyway. It helped you find out where the hell the opportunities are. Well, Sam, that's terrific, and you're an inspiration for the rest of us. Get off our butt and do things because there are so many opportunities, and to get in on the deal because your Indiegogo campaign will be over like in a week or two. So people get a discount and have to pay full price once you finish this, and you go to Stash STASH Logix LOGIX.com, right? X, right? The X had it, like in RX, right?
We've got integrated locking systems built into our bag. They're organizable. They have modular interiors, ripstop nylon, Cordura, and hemp.
Wow.
Some of the most.
Oh, right. It's made out of hemp, too. Man. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Sam. Fun to talk with you, and good luck to you guys. Take care.
Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it.